Yeah, so the iPhone 7 and 7 Plus, they're now out in the wild. And earlier this week, Scott Stein reviewed the devices, which now sport water resistance, improved cameras, and battery life. But as everyone expected over rumors for months, no headphone jack at all. Instead, they include an adapter and Bluetooth audio support. So you guys have both spent a lot of time reviewing a variety of headphones with, without headphone jacks. When that announcement came out, do you think losing that port's a big deal nowadays? We have so many Bluetooth audio devices out there now.
I'll start. Yeah, I think it's a huge deal. Yeah, I was really upset by it. I'm still wondering if there are people that were shopping for the iPhone that don't know it doesn't have the headphone jack. I'd love to see that reaction even today. But yeah, I think it's a huge deal. Even though obviously Apple's not the first company to release Bluetooth earbuds, I just don't think that their version of them are good enough to sort of warrant that decision.
I actually disagree. I was a little bit concerned. I thought about it for a while. I've written a bunch of articles on it. And in the end, I was like, I don't think it's that big a deal.
Yeah.
Partially because at least there's some, I was more worried they were going to charge $30 for the adapter. At least they put it in the box. Hopefully you don't lose it.
Yeah.
And then, I just think right now the market is really swinging towards wireless headphones anyway. So it's already over 50% of revenue or sales and that's going to keep increasing. And at least now, a good wired headphone is going to beat a wireless headphone, a Bluetooth headphone. But Bluetooth is finally getting to the point where it actually sounds pretty good.
Remember, Apple did that before when they moved from 30-pin to Lightning. The adapter for that was about, I think, $20 to $30. And this time it's only $9 for that 3.55 into Lightning. But I was very much expecting that to be $30. And some of the competitors, which we might get to a little later, they're still charging $30 to $40, and they add like multiple Lightning ports or an inline remote to the thing.
Yeah, I mean, I think that Apple's trying to make it as seamless as possible to move people away from it. At the same time, I think the benefits of not having it, supposedly there's a little bit better battery life. There's also the waterproofing. Obviously, there's phones out there that have a headphone jack that are still waterproof. So the idea that you're getting something in return, you are getting that second speaker. I don't know how much of a difference that makes, but it's going to make a little bit of difference. But the idea of selling that loss with another gain, they're trying their best to do that.
Yeah, the accessory that I love the most, I think you wrote about it this week, David, was by a company called Spigen. I wish we had them in the office right now. But it's an accessory that attaches to your two AirPods. And it's basically just a lanyard to turn your Bluetooth earbuds into a wired earbud.
Well,
it's literally just a
they call
string
them
that
true
connects left to
wireless.
right.
True wireless earphones.
What's the point of that? Is that just for people that want to dangle a necklace
It's like a
around
tactile
there?
feeling, you think?
Yeah,
That
is
people
that what
need
it
that,
is?
like-
Well, I think
I know a lot of people are afraid that they're going to lose them if they don't have to carry around that case all the time. Is that what it is? I mean, how much is that thing? Like $30 or something?
No, it's $10.
Oh, $10.
Well, it will be $10.
But at Bridges, those AirPods are going to be $160 to $170.
$159.
$59, awesome. So $160 then. And maybe it just gives that a little more security in case you were to lose or drop
No, I mean,
one.
I honestly think that isn't as big a problem with the AirPods as people think, because I've been using a lot of these totally wireless earphones for the last few months, and once you put it back in the case, you just put it in your pocket and they're stowed away, just like having headphones in a case. What I will say is, I think what people are going to be shocked about is how many people buy these AirPods and then use a single AirPod as basically their way of making calls. Like all those, they've sold literally millions of LG Tone neckband style headphones. And the idea with that is you can use them as stereo buds, but at the same time, you'll see a lot of people just pull a bud up to use as a single bud to make calls. So, I mean, I think that's what's going to surprise people is how many people end up, you'll just
Yeah.
see them wearing one of those things in their ears.
And you do need to put it back into the case at least every couple of hours to get that full 24-hour charge.
Yeah, I mean,
because,
look,
that case charges the earbuds too. The thing that I was really surprised about with the AirPods is that you can't change the track by touching a part of, there's no button on the actual AirPods. A lot, we're going to show a bunch of examples of Bluetooth earbuds that came out prior to the AirPods, and those all have some way or another to either control the volume or change the track or both. And I think that's going to frustrate a lot of people when they buy them too. You spend $160, you still have to pull out your phone, change the track, or turn the volume up.
Yeah.
I'm not so sure about, I mean, I think it's more, I think Apple's focused on making them dead easy to connect and stay connected. And be very reliable connection. Those are the two things that are problematic with these truly wireless. So that's where everything was focused. So when you pull one of these buds out, it is connected to your phone. You're done, and that is going to be appealing to a lot of people.
Yeah, especially if you have the entire ecosystem too. I mean, it's not just your phone. If you have, it connects by iCloud, right? So if you have iPad. If you have a watch, it'll connect to all those automatically, which is pretty convenient too. But you have to have all those devices in order to buy it.
I mean, if anything, people are going to be possibly slightly disappointed by the sound. I think they sound fine, but because they're an open design, first of all, they let some sound in. So if you're in a noisy environment, you'll have some sound leaking in. Also, you're not going to get a ton of bass. So if you're a bass lover, I don't know if the AirPods are going to be for you.
Yeah, you're definitely trading convenience for sound quality.
So let's start.